Okay, now it's time to talk about variables. We have spent some time using the variables. Now let's really discuss about how variables can be declared. As we have seen earlier that you need to use the word var to declare a variable, and that way you declare a variable, and in the variable you don't declare the data type. So now that's pretty strange, like if you have come from any programming languages which are strongly typed programming languages require that you declare the data type of the variable. But in JavaScript, we don't have to. You have seen me using it like here. I can just go ahead and I declare, I just use the word var and I say a is assigned 10. I'm not saying a var, I'm not saying something like var int a is assigned 10. I'm not saying this. And that's an error. You see that you have an unexpected identifier, some kind of error that has come up. So in JavaScript, we don't have the data type of a variable to be declared. So that makes JavaScript a language which people say is untyped language. It doesn't have data types. No, it has. But the variables, when you declare a variable, it dynamically adapts to the type of the variable. The data type becomes based on the type of variable value you're giving it to it. So JavaScript does not know the type and it makes out based on the value that is assigned to it. And JavaScript is very liberal about converting types, and we'll see that. You can convert data types. At one point, when you do operators, for example, you want to add a string and a number, so it will convert a number to a string and then concatenate it. So we'll see that, and then in JavaScript we have two scopes, and only two scopes, either it is global or within a function. So let's take this. Let's declare a variable first name as Pankaj, which is a string. You see that double quotes or single quotes you can use. The difference between double quotes and single quotes is that the single quotes are very rigid about it. So if you have variables inside it, it is just printed as it is. We'll see that sometime when we come across. I'll show you the difference of that. And for all practical purposes, continue using double quotes until you need a single quote. When the situation arises, we'll do that. So you declare a variable var first name. Let's do that. So I'll go here and I'll clear the screen and I'll declare a variable var first name is assigned a string. You just have to do this after the video is done. I want you to go ahead and try this out. So don't worry about undefined right now, and just then type first name and you get that it's a string. So I declared my name as a string. Okay, now if I declare var price as 100.7, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm declaring var price is 100. Sorry, I shouldn't say minus, it should be is assigned some number. So it's undefined, but now price is there, it's 200, and you can check the type of price. It's a number. But did I say var number price is 200? I didn't say this, right? I did not use the term number here, but you see the type of is declared here. That's what we mean, that in JavaScript you don't have to say what is the data type. Now let's declare an array, and we have arrays discussed later, but right now let's go ahead and declare an array. So how do you do that? You just take var and say myr, where myr is a variable name. Okay, important thing for an array is not the variable name, but what you use here. I'm using this square brackets, and that becomes an array, right? And then if I just type myr, it returns back that empty array. But suppose I would have declared it as a number, and like this, and I can also have a string. So I have a string inside this. This is pretty strange that you can have both number and a string in the same array, and I'm typing it, you get this. So if I say myr.length, which is a property, it tells me that it's of length this, and then I go at myr, and then I want to get a particular element of that. You see on the 0th index I have the integer 2, and if I go ahead and say that at first index what do I have? I have 3, and then at the second index I have a string. So that's how you declare an array. You don't say a data type array or something like that. You just declare. And we have already seen how to declare an object. Okay, go ahead and practice that, and we'll see you in the next